What's going on, everybody? Hey, man. Glad to be back. Glad to be back, especially after a short week last week. Oh, man. Miss you guys. Miss you guys. Man, appreciate y'all for coming out today. Those in the chat, man, appreciate y'all for joining us. As I always say, you could be anywhere but here, but you chose to join us tonight. And for that, we are truly appreciative. And that's real. But man, y'all, it's been a long week. It's been a longer weekend, but we are back. Thankful to be here. Thank God, or whoever it is that you believe in. My preference, but hey, gotta thank him, y'all. Jay is running a little late. He's been busy with work. We have been tied up at work, at our jobs and whatnot. That's part of the reason why it's been such a long couple of weeks, honestly, and just been doing that, man. But we thank y'all for coming back out. As you know, we got a special guest tonight. Man, been waiting to finish up the trio. The Three Musketeers of all level reviews. And yeah, man, we got him in the building. Last week we had. Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can adjust that. But last week we had the second Musketeer, Josh Elroy Prepson, our boy. Before that, we had man Rico, swagged out, fragged out. I think he's here in the chat tonight. And yeah, man, it's been a good month. It's been a good month, and now it is the beginning of October, and it is Libra season. So let me just go ahead and forewarn y'all. All right. I don't know if my girl Carrie is in the building, but all the Libras stand up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and represent this month. All right. Well, like I said, I'm waiting on Jay. I'm also waiting on Joe. I know he's getting ready and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what my fragrance of the day is. Didn't really wear any cologne. Woke up a little late. Was up all night. Had some things on my mind. Didn't get a lot of sleep, but woke up, did take a nap, took a shower, put on some body oil. As you know, this time, not Jay Chantel, even though I love her stuff. All right. The fragrance of the day and the body oil of the day comes from House Urban. This is his glazed dry body oil, Endless Summer. I don't know if y'all can see that. Endless Summer. Hey, well, it is a solar amber and cocoa mix, and it is beautiful. Honestly, went to go get sized up for a suit, and yeah, I got a compliment from the lady that was at the store trying to help me find suits. And actually, too, now that I think about it, I got one from the young lady that was helping me find a suit. Now I got one from the older lady that was doing the alteration. So definitely kicks off skin, is noticeable. Great body oil. So anybody that is interested in joining the Body Oil Brothers, the Body Oil Gang, make sure that you let me know, message me on IG, or you can put it in the chat, and we'll go ahead and get those applications out to you. Still waiting on Dan, not the man's, but yeah, let me know. But hey, let's go ahead and get to the chat before I get to my drink of the night. All right. First in here at 3:39 is my guy, UnAverage Joe. What's going on? All right. Second up is Rock Boy T. What's going on, my guy? Yeah, I had to adjust it to 7. Sorry about that. I tried to put it on. I put it in IG to let everybody know. But and also, Rock Boy, next time you're in town, let me know again. We'll try again. Try and meet up, man. Hate that we couldn't catch up this weekend when you were up there at the Gremlin vs. PV game. But next time. IBG, what's good, man? Hope everyone is well. Scent of the day is Nazar Melanated. Smelling good, man. Percy Chavez, Mr. East Texas representative. What's going on, SNS, and everyone in the chat? Jerjop Neal is his scent of the day. I saw that post. Yeah. Okay. My guy Vaughn, what's good, man? Hope everything is good with y'all. Scent of the day is Joe Malone, Murrin Tonka. It must be cooler on your side of the world, because I tell you what, on my side of the country, man, it's still rocking 90 degrees in the evening, so it's not even an option, Drink of the night is that Bacardi 151, my brother. Hey, my rum brother. I got body oil brothers and I got rum brothers. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Great minds drink alike. Alrighty, Tater Dom, what's good, my guy? What's good, Dakota? What's going on? Sin of the day is Drakkar Nawad. Got you. Rich Money Cash, the originator of the panty pull upper. What's good? Sin of the day is LV Lovers. My girl Danielle, what is good, man? Bodicia, the victorious Bodacious, is her sin of the day, and she is smelling awfully cherry. Awfully cherry, but smelling good. Just awfully cherry. All right. My guy, you already know. Get your decants ready. I don't have one today. I'll make sure that I have one for the next live, but not today. Not today. Joel, sin of the day, Spirit of Dubai, Bahad. All right. My guy, Antonio Aguilar. Hope I didn't mess it up. But sin of the day is OBIM. Yeah, you know what? Wax. So we're just gonna go ahead and go with it. Not exactly sure what that is. You're gonna have to break that down. Yeah, you're gonna have to break that down phonetically for me in the chat, my guy. Kicks Griffey, what's good, man? They got him out of jail, and my boy is over here on YouTube now. Hey, y'all come check my boy out on the YouTube corner, man. He's in these streets now. Sin of the day is Seraphine Blue, Perfect 10, Yak Mob. Yeah, okay. Duck 212, my guy. Sin of the day is Danae, driving and listening. Hey, that's all right, man. Appreciate your attendance. King Alias, sin of the day was Leighton. Fallish temps are coming through. All right, man. I need to be on your side of the map. Sheesh. When was your last win? AKA Hot Grease. Well, let's go, man. What's going on, baby? Go ahead and let us know what you're smelling like. My guy Josh, Elroy Prepson, sin of the day is UnAverage King. OG formulation. Had the shield for the occasion. Sorry if I don't reply. I'm on the run. No problem, baby. No problem, man. Our guy Will, what's good? What's going on, fam? And my guy Rico, what's good? Another part of the Three Musketeers, man. Gilly Gill, what's good, man? Sin of the day is Stand Out by Bruno Perucci. I've actually heard of that. Don't ask me how. I know I've heard of that. Somebody must have brought it to my attention at some point. But hey, I wonder what that smells like. Dutch, Double Dutch, what's good? Sin of the day is Romeo and Juliet, bold label. Already. Hey, man, appreciate that, Will. Please do hit that like button, man. Glad y'all came out. Miss Heather, the gym. What is going on? The Oracle. How are you doing today? All right, let me go ahead and get through here. I got everybody talking. The Young Buck. What's good, Dame? Dior Homme 2020 at the base layer with lemon mango from Niche 4. Oh, my God. Okay. All right, baby. Smelling good. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all. Shimmy, shimmy, yay. What's good? Sin of the day is, oh, God. Virtus Vanilla Oud. She must have found it. Yay. All right. Fam is all here. You already know. My guy Joe is in the back. Let me go ahead and get to the end of these real quick. My guy Stogie P. What's good, man? What's up, everybody? LV Meteor is his sin of the day. My guy Dre, brother from another. Sin of the day is Boise. Boise. I think that's the Givenchy Boise. Got you, my guy. Let me go ahead and get through here. Dan, not the man. All right, still waiting on that application, my brother. Still waiting on that application. Beardson, what's good, baby? Hope all is well. First time tuning into one of the lives. Oh, man, that's right. We always catch you on the other lives in the chat. Appreciate that. That Byredo Vanille Antique is a beautiful scent, man. I love that dry, kind of old style vanilla. It is beautiful. I want to get a bottle. It'll be a while, though. Rockboy T, much love to all Libras. You already know. All right. Dan says the sin of the day is light blue, intense. All right. Smelling good. Selly Sell. What's good? Let me go ahead and get to the bottom here, y'all. Lions Pride. What's good, man? What's going on? Got everybody talking. Alicia, one of the 30-day samplings. One of our partners for that. What's going on, homegirl? Oh, yes. Of course, the beautiful Sway. aka the better half of Dedrick L. Hicks Jr. Gotta love it, man. Appreciate everybody for coming out tonight, man. Wouldn't be a show without y'all. Tef Music, what's going on? Sent yesterday with Sour Patch Kids, Funniest Fragrance, and all of Fragcom. I've heard nothing but good stuff, but boy, I heard that joint. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about it. What's going on? My girl, Carrie B. Man, we've been looking for you, Carrie. Finally came up off of that hiatus, that 2-week vacation that you took, huh? All right. All right. I need your job. Rafan, what's good, baby? Scent of the night is Vanilla Herbarium Big Whiskey. Okay. Check that out, Rafan. Nice. Kyler. What's going on, my man? Hey, Ombre Noir, Scent of the night. I got you. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down, man. Y'all keep it coming. Y'all keep talking and everything, man. Oh, he said via Herbarium Big Whiskey. Got you. Tonio, here's the last one. Scent of the day is Parfums Obeem. Parfums Obeem, house from Bushwick, Brooklyn. RV Wax. All right. That's what's up, man. That's nice. All right. Well, hey, look. Right now, as y'all know, as I pointed out when I called out Bond's drink, okay, he's drinking that Bacardi 151. I got a bottle of that, and I got to keep it in the fridge, though. You got to keep that cool. That's not a room temperature drink. Well, your boy is on that rum and some mango juice. Now, the rum of choice tonight is not that Bacardi. Your boy's not trying to get lit like that, but it is a Caribbean rum or a coconut rum, a Caribbean coconut rum, and it's Boqueron. So, yeah, enjoying that. But, hey, look, we are at the end of the chat. It is 7:15, well, 7:14. And you know what? It's time to go ahead. My guy, Jay, my co-host, is on his way. He'll be in shortly. So I'm just going to hold it down. But for now, let's go ahead and bring our guest up. And with no further ado, we bring up the third musketeer, our guy, that man, the man with the handsomest smile is what I was told. Pause. I was told he has the most handsome smile on all of IG. All right. I'm dead serious. I was told this. So, hey, let me go ahead and bring him up. That guy, Joe. What's good, baby?
Buddy? What's going on? How are you?
Man, I'm doing good. How about you? How's your week been so far?
Busy, but I'm glad to be here. This is almost like another home for me, and what y'all are doing all the time, absolutely amazing stuff. So that's why when you said, hey, would you like to come on? I said, absolutely. Duh. No brain.
Joe, look. Every time y'all go live, every week, I'm in attendance, all right? I am in attendance to y'all's lives, at least a minimum of 15 minutes, because a lot of the perfumers, a lot of things that y'all are talking about are very intriguing. New houses, stories behind the houses. I love that. So, I always support. So if I'm gonna have Rico up and then Josh, it's like, how do you not ask the third musketeer? What kind of sense does that make?
Come on. I mean, I have the best smile out of the three, no offense.
That's what I was told.
One got the better beard. The other one has the better personality. I have the smile and the open shirt. That's what I bring to it.
Right. Hey, Josh got the jokes.
Exactly.
Rico got the energy.
Exactly.
Joe got the smile. I guess. Hey, it's a perfect tandem.
Exactly. Like the Avengers, like just everybody.
Yeah.
Together, so.
I like that though. That was, and you know what? I mean, just touching on that for right now, man. How did that come about? I know y'all talked about it a little bit in the last live y'all did with the gentleman with the whiskey or with the
tequila.
Tequila, yes.
Maison Solis, yes.
Right. Break that down a little bit. How did y'all meet up? Because I know y'all met at different times or whatnot and decided.
So I've known Rico since the dawn of the pandemic era, live streams going on Instagram. And he had been watching my content because, surprise for some of you, I've been around for 11 years. I like to dub myself your favorite content creator's favorite content creator. And so he was like, wait a minute, you remind me of this guy I used to know that used to wear Jordans and sit on a bench by the woods. And then he went back and he saw it and he's like, oh, wait, you're you. You just lost weight from then and now. Okay. And so him and I always, we dynamic duo, doing things, singing, meeting. Then Josh came into play because he started coming out with content over the last year. And really, I started, just supporting Josh. Josh is killing it. Josh is doing it. And the next thing you know, Josh started contacting Rico, being like, hey, we're in North Carolina. Let's do something. They did a stream together, which was, of course, Nazar.
Right.
And then a week later, Josh and I were slated to do a brand called RDZ. But Rico also was receiving the stuff. And it was in that moment, it was like, you know what, let's just do this together. After doing it, immediately, people start to see, they were like, nah, this is something right here. We do it too. And we were like, nah, this feels right. When it feels right, it feels right.
For sure.
And this felt right, more than right. And those are my brothers, both. And the fact that we're doing things together, and there's a lot coming up. Especially with me, if you know me, I keep something up my sleeve always. There is something very big up my sleeve on my end.
Hey, pause. Don't tease me though. Don't tease me. Pause. But seriously, hey, I'm a little excited to see what's going on. Mm-hmm. I'm a little excited to see what's coming up, man, for real. That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right. It's funny because I told you, we begun, have building a relationship outside. And I told you the first time I saw you was on Joey Cannoli's stream. I think it was that stream that y'all did for like 24, 48 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
I looked on that. I was like, oh, okay. All right. Listened to it for about 20, 25 minutes. Got off. I came back a few hours later and I was like, what is... Oh, okay.
Joey's fragrance.
I'm ready. The Triple X.
Triple X, yeah.
Yeah, man. Look, I got off and I think I got back up like a few hours later. I was just looking for. I was like, these guys are still going.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
Listen, we how WWE wrestlers certain ones, they the Hardy Boys did the created the ladder match. That's what they're known for. Certain people are known for the Undertaker was the coffin match or whatever. Joey Cannoli stream is known for the 24-hour live stream in the Fragcom universe. That is what we did. We've always done it, and it's sometimes we, believe it or not, we actually do talk fragrance for a good 2 to 3 hours within that 24. So if you catch it, it's there. But a lot of fun, a lot of good time.
Yeah, man. I give him credit for that because I couldn't be on here for more than 3 hours, honestly. This live I've done was with Chris Classic when we did one.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, it was great, but it was one of our first few lives. So, we were just getting into it. Now it's kind of like, shoot, I don't really even have the patience to watch other people's lives for more than 30 minutes at a time.
Right.
I got a little ADHD, you know what I'm saying? I don't like sitting still. I have to be listening to it or whatnot. And then my mind starts to wander. I've always got a million things going. So yeah, it's kind of tough for me,
No, I understand.
As good as it's going to get.
Listen, me too. And I'm on the stream half the time. And I'm like, all right, Joey, what are we doing here? Where are we going? What's going on?
For sure, man.
It's always a good time. That much I know, no matter what.
No, definitely. Seems like a good guy, man. I've heard a few of his streams, not too many. He just haven't. Usually, when he goes on, somebody else I watch or I'm busy. Ain't no telling. I'm just in and out. I'm in and out of a lot of things. So yeah, man. But hey, so Joe, let me go ahead and get to it, man. Look, all right. This is going to be somewhat of an interview, but somewhat of a conversation. But I got to ask you first thing first. What are you sipping on, brother?
So what I'm sipping on is my usual go-to. which is basically some sort of tequila. In this case, great minds think alike. 1800 coconut with margarita mix. So something simple. I still got to work tomorrow, but
Yeah.
definitely did a double shot margarita coconut.
Okay. All right. All right. Nice. 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 Just gonna sit back a little bit. Okay. All right. Yeah, man. And what's your sin of the day? Because I know you had to go. Well, did you work today?
I did work today, so
All right.
for those who don't know, and we'll get into it a little bit later, but I am an actual ambassador for a very prestigious company that oversees a brand. So when I work, I have to represent the brands that I'm around. So I chose to go with my holy grail, and if Jason was here, he would appreciate it too. But Roja's Amber Oud,
Okay.
the repackaged, newly repackaged Amber Oud. This is my baby, one of my favorite fragrances of all time, and yeah, this is what I went with today.
That's a $500 fragrance that I love. That's the one with the rose in it, correct? With the under
Yeah,
rose. Yeah, man. I really love that. Like I had to grow to love that dark. I liked it, but I had to grow to love that dark, deep resonance amber. And I
mm,
mean, this one day it's like if you don't like deep, dark um, fragrances or fragrance notes, you will not like that. Even when this rose starts to kick in,
right.
it's like is beautiful, but honestly,
Yeah, no, absolutely stunning and lasts forever. It's like right now with it being for usually when I'm working like during the summertime, it's Elysium, but this
fair enough, fair enough. All right, beautiful, man. Now, hey, let's cut the shit. All right,
let's go.
all right. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Joe, where'd you begin, man? Where'd your fragrance journey begin, man? I know you've probably been asked this a few times, but I literally missed all those lives.
No, no worries. I'll make it very short, simple, and to the point. I
All right.
started my journey back in 2012. I used to work prior to the career I now have in YouTube content creation. In a past life, I worked in a hospital system and I worked in the ER for 8 years.
Okay.
I actually retired once already because I was able to leave. I have pension, like it's an actual retirement,
Yeah.
vested. You get what? Like it's a full fledged thing. But my first career job, 22 in 2012. I'm the man. Yeah, I'm gonna go and splurge on a fragrance now. You know, don't gone are the days of going to Ross and TJ Maxx. I'm gonna get something from the actual retail store. Went
Oh,
went to Sephora. Gucci Guilty was the hot new thing, and of course it's Gucci. I'm in Atlanta. Gotta get Gucci. Come on now. And I got it in a gift set. And when I tell you, I was so disappointed. Just not because it's a bad fragrance, but because
you thought it would be more.
I thought it would be more considering I paid more. And I immediately went like maybe 2 days in. Like I may have only worked one day. It might have been my first day, and I already was like, this isn't giving me the feeling that I'm supposed to be feeling right in here. And so I decided
Hold
to
on. How old were you at this time? And you're already so in tune with your fragrances that you're getting feelings and whatnot.
well, I just knew like for $80, I was like, for $80, this is
Yeah.
supposed to be lasting long. Something like I'm spent $80. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling, but I know I'm supposed to be feeling more than what I'm feeling. I'm 22. I had some experience with fragrance. I dabbled a bit in high school. I wore some things that we're not gonna name because the name is gonna be nameless right now. But
Gotcha.
it was a classic fragrance. One that you'll never forget, if you will. But yeah, no, I just felt like it was at the age of 22, young age, innocent age. I was like, I need to be feeling more. So I Googled it, and a gentleman named Al Street Sense, which you may have seen a video or two, where he interviewed people like on the street, like actual, like he just stops them. There's no script, there's no nothing.
Yeah.
And he did his fall, it was fall, so he did his fall list, and he started pulling out like Tom Ford private blends and Terry Muglers and all these things I've never even heard of. But the private blend is what caught my attention. And then I looked at that price, and it's a $250. And mind you, Tom Ford now is much more. Back then, $250 for a 50, I was like, $250? I'm never spending that on a fragrance. Are you crazy? Now look, I'm holding up Rocha.
Yeah.
You know, I got a Zurich right here. Both of these alone are like almost like 5 times the price of the Tom.
Quite the irony. Yeah.
But $250, what? Like the Russell Westbrook mean, like what? Are you crazy? $250? Absolutely not. But
yeah,
I watch it. I liked him, and I, you know, like for the content he was doing. And I started to find out other people. There was another guy who doesn't make videos anymore. His name was Hiro, Hiro. He was like an Asian dude. He very like cool, suave Asian guy, and but like young, so I was able to relate to him. He was like the Jeremy before Jeremy, and he had like all these pics. So those two, between Al being a little older, like an uncle, and then Hero being like the guy I could relate to, I just kind of started like getting into the fragrances.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
And I got the hint, you know. Won't name one of the first ones that you got into, of course, but that's interesting. So you shot off the back, off top. You were in a lane where you didn't even come across the clones initially, correct?
No, that wasn't even a thing. I mean, yeah, sure, maybe something smelled like something else then, but it was like I'm new. Like I'm still like very new fragcom to where like Creed Aventus was new. That was like the, you know, so it wasn't in like, oh, there's already a clone of Creed. Like one of the first clones was already like mind blowing as it was, but that was like 3-4 years into it for me.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. So, you know, at that age, at a young age of 22, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, you ask a 22-year-old nowadays what they're wearing cologne for. You know, you get one of the same answers, but it sounds like you were trying to get more than just attention. I mean, when you're going through it and you're considering the value, what you paid, what makes you feel. I mean, so what was influencing your selections at that time? I'm curious, man, especially at that age, because that's not normal.
So actually, yeah, to a degree, it was the attention, and that's part of why I was mad. I'm like, I got a Gucci. Like, don't you smell it? Don't you see it? Like acknowledge me. Like,
Hero said it's a panty dropper. Hero said it's a panty dropper.
It's Gucci. It is. I'm wearing Gucci. Just say I smell good, please. Like, for my own. So a lot of it had to do with that, but then once I bought, so I bought Gucci Guilty, then I bought Armani Code Ultimate, which is basically like code mixed with DHI. Okay. And around that same time, I got the original Terry Mugler Amen, and I got Pure Malt on a re-release. Those two are where I started to actually appreciate fragrance for more than just fragrance. And I realized that because I always oversprayed anyways, and I oversprayed. Mind you, I work in a hospital. I sprayed like 24 sprays between Pure Malt and Amen. And those who know that old Amen.
Yeah, that old Amen was pretty strong. Now, Pure Malt, I could understand 12. You know, because it's the EDT, it's not going to last long. You know, depending on your skin chemistry, it may not. It'll project, but it's not going to like overwhelm. But the the blue bottle, right? The blue bottle, right? No
Yeah.
way. You and Neve, I don't know. And Neve, look, here's the funny thing. And Neve was a respiratory therapist. So it's like, so you're in there smelling like this, and these people are trying to breathe. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, absolutely. And so that's why I was like, oh, I didn't really care. And then when I got back into the compliments, the next one I was given was 1 million, the original 1 million. And that was my like, okay, that's my attention grabber, because for some reason every time my neighbors in my apartment, like they'd come out and they'd be like, damn, you smell good, and then close the door. Like, so that was that one. And slowly but surely I just kind of started like watching other content creators and really just learning from them. And then eventually the time came that I became my own content creator. So.
I was about to say, so you were pretty much transitionally once they influenced your choices, they influenced you to do your own reviews. Once you started kind of building your own thoughts on what you were purchasing, huh?
Well, what ended up happening is there was a guy named Renee Zayas, which some of y'all may come across, dude based out of Miami. He talked about a fragrance called like Sun Java White from Frank Olivier. It's a clone of Silver Mountain Water. And then, mind you, now we're like a year and a half in. Like it's like almost about to be like early 2013 situation, like mid early 2013. And that's when I got the fragrance. And then around that June, July part, I started to say, hey, why isn't anyone talking about this? There was a forum for like people and content creators, and I like reached out to one that was more like down to earth. Not that all of them were down to earth back then, but this one was like really. And I was just like, hey, why isn't this here? Like, come on now, like do your job. And he looked at me. He looked at me and was like, well, if it's not there, why don't you talk about it then? And then I said, you know what? I will. Wasn't my first video, but eventually I got to it. My first video was Pure Distance M on a little Lucky Scent sample. But needless to say, that's what planted the seed for me to go ahead and create a channel, was because of that.
Check it out, your boy Josh over there. See a need, feel a need, and you know Josh knows. Hey, shout out to Pure Distance M.
Exactly. That was my very first video, July 18th, 2013.
That's what's up, man. So see a need, feel a need, and you pretty much just was like, hey, nobody's talking about this, or they're not saying, and so you figured, hey, why not let me be the one?
Exactly. And then that's kind of what I based my channel on originally. Was trying to, so I was always into niche, or like the indie niche side.
Okay.
Because I was like, well, I'm gonna make it a channel about things that you can't find then, initially. But of course, like
gems, those hidden
gems, if you will. But eventually I was like, well, no, I still want like new Terry Mugler and this designer release. And then eventually like Killian's and the Dior Prives came into and the Tom Fords. And it's like, well, I still want those too. And then I started like really creeping up after. And I have to give the biggest shout out again, Al from Street Sense. Mind you, this is how far along we are. There was a 7,000 sub giveaway for him. Back then, that was like you hit 100,000. Like you hit 7,000 subs. What? And so he did a giveaway, and in order to participate, because he wanted to give back, he took a poll on people who should be like highlighted or featured. And he mentioned me within the poll, and people actually voted for me off of that poll to make it that I was one of the top 3.
Nice.
So he did his giveaway. He mentioned me, and that's where my initial like breakthrough, if you will. That was my initial like moment of notoriety because of him giving back. That's why anytime I see Al now, like I dap him up, I give him a hug, because I'm not here today without that. I mean, I got 300 subs off of that, and mind you, again, 300 then, like 3,000 now.
Yeah.
I'm not here without that. And anytime I see that man, because he's in New York, you know, all the Sun Explorers and certain things, I see him, I'm like, yo, I'm not here without you. So thank you. I acknowledge it every single time. So yeah, definitely cheers to Al.
Cheers to Al. And he recently started doing videos again, correct? I think I've seen like 2 or 3 of them from him recently, right?
Yeah, he's getting back into it. He's trying to figure out the algorithm. You know, he has some personal things. The pandemic really knocked him back too, but he's getting out there and he's doing his thing, and that's why again, like it's like
hold on, Joe. Hold on, Joe. Miss Heather, do not disrespect us like that. All right. First and foremost, pause. Even though, all right. Secondly, that's not what we're doing here. Hey, moderators, I need y'all to get on your job. All right. I need y'all to check Miss Heather when she starts putting stuff like this in here. All right. Because I got one daddy and he ain't never been on this stream. I got one daddy and he ain't never been on this stream. Chill out. But all right, yeah, I hate to, I hate to have to move away from that. The chat be cutting up, man. I'm telling you that.
Love it. I'm here for it.
But all right. So we got the origin, we got the start off for the reviews and whatnot. Always. All right. But now, brother, let me get into my my little 2020 bag. All right.
All right. Let's go.
All right. So we handled where your journey began, right? All right. We talked about who swayed you the most. All right. How would you say that fragrances or the reviewing of fragrances have affected your life or lifestyle? I'm curious, because a lot of people think that some of us, we just do this. A lot of us, we just do it for money. We just do it for certain things. But honestly, those who really get into this understand how this affects our everyday life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the way we wake up and put on clothes, prepare for the day, do things on a daily basis changes, How has it affected you since you really dug deep into this?
So another thing, I'm a sneakerhead. I'm an actual true blue sneakerhead. So this is almost like a brand new pair of sneakers, as is like a haircut for the new outfit. The only difference is that to me, a fragrance leaves a memory that, so if I'm wearing a certain fragrance or a certain pair of shoes, that is like my memory. If I'm doing either one of those things or I break out a brand new fragrance for something, that means that moment is absolutely important, whether it's sneakers or fragrance.
Gotcha.
So that has always been like my thing. Now, how much do I love fragrance? Well, number one, again, I've been doing this since 2012. You couldn't get paid back then to do it when 2013 when I actually started. You couldn't get monetized. There was no monetized. Everything that I'm doing now was unheard of then. Like with this brand or I'm doing this, like that wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
So I come from still that older generation of I'm doing this because I love it.
Yeah.
Also, too, I mean, not for nothing, my base is almost basically 4,000 subs. Like if it was like a net worth situation, I have a network of 4,000 subs or followers. And compared to most, and compared to how I move, which we'll get into that later, but compared to that, like you'd have thought I had like 80,000 subs the way I know people and I move around. But the point being, I do this because I love it. So much so I'm literally changed careers. This fragrance, I am in the industry as well as a content creator. And not that I make content and that is my job. I am physically in the industry. I sit in on meetings. Oh, okay, this is a new release. Got it. Okay. Oh, doing the trainings. Wow, you smell the frankincense and the amber. You got this fragrance imported from Italy or from Oman or from here, from there. So it's actually my career now.
All right.
I'm grateful for that, and I don't take it for granted. But yeah, no, I love this. This is, like I said, new sneakers, a new fragrance for any actual occasion. That occasion means something.
That's a bit.
Yo, what up, bro?
Well,
Oh man, take that damn hat off, man.
Bro, look, man. Look, bro. We
You,
ain't even
you live in
we ain't even
Florida,
about to go there, man.
man.
We
You
ain't
live
even
in
about to go
Florida.
there.
You from
Yeah.
Louisiana, and you spent time in Atlanta. I ain't heard New York nowhere in there.
I'll wear a
Hey,
hat.
bro.
There you go.
Man, you take that off too.
Hey,
Joe. I
man.
don't see none of that.
Hey, I got a daughter in New York, man. So I gotta represent for my oldest daughter,
Nah,
man.
you
So,
got to move her back down south, man. Save
hey,
her.
man. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
But yo, bro,
Aye,
I'm trying,
aye, aye, aye.
bro.
But
Do,
yeah,
do, you-
man.
do, do you see what my little subtitle is right there, bro?
Hold on. I gotta make it full screen. There we go.
Hey, we battling right now, Jay.
Yes, man. Yeah.
I'm
Bro,
gonna wait. I'm gonna wait
bro,
now.
I'm the
You
sleepiest
gonna wait
man in
for the moment?
Fragcom right now, bro. I'm running on fumes right now, dude. Like
Well, hey, just
the
sit back.
last few days, it's been crazy, and I got another 5 a.m. wake up tomorrow. I got presentations early in the morning, bro. So
Look,
yeah, man, it's
Dame
killing
said
me
he
today,
was
bro.
taking those other realtors out to the strip club on a
Hey, man, I
meeting.
gotta do what I gotta do, man, so I can keep buying these fragrances, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't get free bottles on this side, dude.
Hey. Yeah,
Oh man.
it
Hey,
was.
yeah. Hey, that's our guy Jay. He asked, "Is that the Amber Oud by Rosa?" Yes,
Yeah,
the one with
You
the
pack-
rose. Beautiful, beautiful. If you love deep dark amber.
Yeah.
yeah, man.
My baby.
Look, your boy, the better half of our boy, Dedrick, is in the chat.
What
Shout
He
out.
up, Sway? Oh, the richest man in
gradually,
Fragcom.
lets us know her presence is still here by just
Hey,
slight slander and hate.
hey, look, man. I might be the hardest working man in Fragcom this week, bro.
Lions pride, baby. I am the man. I am the man until there is no other man. Hey,
Yeah, man. But
we all
what's
got a
good
role to
with you,
play,
Joe?
baby.
What's good with you, man? What's good, bro?
We
What's
only
good?
have, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But hey, so Jay, us go ahead
Yo,
and get back on though. Hey, he already talked about the origin. I know you've been busy, brother. So we just gonna go ahead and let you know. He talked about where he came from and everything. I think you were listening at that point because you were in the chat, right?
no, I wasn't in the chat, but I was listening as I was driving. So,
Got
All
you.
right. All right, but yeah, so now I asked him about how fragrance changed his life, how's it gone and whatnot, and he gave us on that. But I figured now you have fallen in love with fragrances, right? You have literally allowed them to change your life, change your career path, and everything else.
Mhm.
Well, you've got a lot of boxes checked off in the fragrance world that a lot of people wish to, hope to, or have not been
Right.
able to check out. And one of them is a perfumer slide, or I wouldn't say perfumer, but you got your own fragrance.
I
Tell
did.
us about it, Joe. What boy? You've been drinking that?
Oh, this was the very first bottle ever bottled of it. So, and this was like 2 years old already. So,
Okay.
for those who don't know, I am the nobody loves Sour Patch as much as me. Period. Dot.
All right.
So, I got my own custom box of Sour Patch Kids, and this started as a running joke. So you mentioned Joey Cannoli. I met Making Sense Michael Dinsmore through those streams because he was a regular on that stream, and of course, I'm sure you all are familiar with the term backstage. Basically, once we stopped going live, and a lot of backstage conversations. And one time, Michael Dinsmore was like, "Hey Joe," like once we became cool, not like immediately first day, but once we became cool, it was like, it'll be funny if you get your own fragrance, and let's just like do it off a Sour Patch, because I was always eating them on stream, especially out of that box. And I was like, it's a little weird, but okay, let's, like hee ha ha, and it's all fun and games until it actually happens. And the week of Father's Day 2022, I got a call from Mike, and he's like, "All right, so we're doing it. I have my first draft." I was like, "What are you talking about?" And mind you, like he had sent me some other fragrances and stuff, so I'm thinking, "Oh, okay, he's gonna send me like another one of things." He's like, "Nah, it's your fragrance. It's already in the mail. You're getting it in 2 days." I was like, "What?" And he sent me a 17 ml version, and he hadn't tried it yet because he didn't want to love it, and I hate it. It was meant to just be a token of appreciation. Like, this is your fragrance, not meant to be sold, not meant for anything. Just this will be for you in the catalog, and then I'll make you like a 500 ml. And the first day, sprayed it, wore it, had the performance, had the everything. It smelled like Sour Patch Kids. I was like, this is it. We don't need to go through like different versions. This is it. It's perfect. Okay. He DJs. He wears it that night. He starts to get compliments. I had a meet up with some friends, and there's some bougie friends when it comes to fragrance. They're like into Chanel's and like all the like super high end. Like y'all get on Jason for his taste. No, they're like even more like
Snoop.
Yeah, like okay, So
knock it off.
They were like, "Yo, I like this," and I was like, "You like this? Like, you realize what this is? Like, this is a $20 fragrance. You gushing over it like if it's, another Chanel or something." They're like, "No."
Are these females by chance?
Male and females. That's what. Like, I didn't like have them smell my arm. I had them spray it on themselves. The males, the women.
It's wild to be a male and be gushing. That's what I was trying.
Oh yeah, well, because again, they're up there like that. Snob.
Gotcha.
So I was like, "Man, you actually like this?" And I immediately called him on Father's Day. And I was like, "You might want to think about actually selling this because they liked it. And if they like it, everyone gonna like it." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And then a few hours later, he was like, "By the way, I just made it live." I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because again, I don't realize how.
Oh, okay.
And he decided to actually make it live, like almost on a pre-sale.
Yeah.
And mind you, he had been making fragrances for 2 years throughout the pandemic when people are buying fragrances, looking for alternative, affordable options. This original creation that was supposed to just never be sold and just be token of friendship became his number one selling thing by thousands in 4 weeks. And not looked back since. It is the only fragrance that he now has like, but this is equivalent to Baccarat for MFK in regards to like what it did to like, yeah, we just keep that, like we have a whole factory of it just for making this.
Okay.
So that is the original, the Blue Juice UnAverage pack.
Well, let me ask you this, Joe. Let me ask you this. So if they got a whole factory for it and whatnot, why I ain't got my bottle yet?
Facts, man.
Well, for starters, I don't have your address. I don't have your address, so I don't know where to send it if I'm gonna send it somewhere.
Hey, I'm gonna have to say, hey, Mike, you got some splaining to do. You got some splain. What's going on with the factory, baby?
Shouts to the factory. But yeah, Oh, that. Yeah, but we'll get you squared away for sure.
It's all good. Yeah. When we do, we gonna definitely have to get you back on here for a little bit and talk about it, man. Because I've heard nothing but good
Yeah,
things.
for real. Yeah, I mean, I was looking forward to it. I'm just waiting on the confirmation number. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
all I'm
I
waiting. I'm
ain't
just
heard
waiting.
nothing.
I'm just waiting on my tracking info, man. That's all I'm waiting for.
I got
But
you.
I'm excited to try it out, man. For real. You know, I've heard a lot of good things about it. Looking at the notes and everything. Yeah, man. It seems like it's definitely going to be a fun fragrance to wear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It seems like it's something fun.
Very fun. It's a pseudo gourmand, which I know how y'all feel. Although y'all coming
No. I love gourmands.
but no, I'm messing. But
We just don't like walking around smelling like pastries. You know, smell like 5 o'clock on the New York corner. Smell like fresh bread and whatnot.
oh yeah, nah.
Fresh bread and donuts.
So much. But
For real.
yeah, no, this shouts to Mikey Dan. And thank you to everyone ever been involved in getting a bottle. Again, all this momentum is because of y'all. Like,
For sure.
so definitely the power of the chat means something, and also too, it helps not being an asshole. Because if I was an asshole, nobody would have bought in. Then that would
No,
For real.
that's for sure. But hey, we got a question by Miss Feather in the chat, man. She would like to know, Joe, what do you have to offer being on the other side of the counter in retail space?
What do I have to offer besides my smile and just my charisma? For actual, again, like a lot of, and this isn't a slight against sales associates, but not all sales associates are passionate. Sales associates are into sales. That is their job. You have with me somebody who, yes, will care about the company's bottom line, look out. But in general, I'm doing this as an extension of what I would already be doing behind the camera. I'm just doing it in a store now. I'm like a walking review for the store.
Okay.
And because I love to do it, I want to meet people. This community, and I say the whole community, has come such a long way. I'm talking to 12-year-olds about fragrance now, talking about, oh yeah, I may want the Amber Oud or I may want the Iomi. Which one do you think I should get? And I'm
12?
like, you're 12. What? Like, shouldn't you start with the at least French Riviera? Nah, I want the Iomi. And I was like, why do you want the Iomi? Because I'll ask them. And they're like, I like the saffron in it, and I like the and the rose. I was like, oh, you're 12.
I was like, you smell that?
They say these things, so it's like you're cultivating and you're extending the community. You're not. I'm not dismissing them, because once I actually hear them talking about it, they're like, yeah, this has that sandalwood from Mysore, that Mysore sandalwood because it's this. I'm like, yeah, no, you're building. You know what I mean? And it helps like just build the gap and everything. And it's like, you know what? Okay, fine. You can't get the fragrance today. I'm gonna give you a sample anyways, just so this way you could be that kid. Because that's another thing too. Now they're walking around with the samples, being like, yeah, I got this sample, I got that sample. Trading samples like their Pokemon cards or baseball cards.
Yes.
Like it's a whole thing now, and I'm helping with that. I'm helping with like his and her sense. Shout outs to the channel too, his and her sense. But his and her sense for like wedding consultations. I'll have the upcoming bride to be bring her husband or her fiance in and say, hey, we want a fragrance for our wedding. What do you got? And even if it's not through one of my own companies, although yes, I really try to push it to be, I still try to find them something within the store because I care and I want it to be like, all right, they did fine. They got the fragrance through me, or they got it with my assistance, but that I had a part to play in that. So it's things like that, or even just, oh, I'm looking for a new look. I want to change my look. It's almost like I'm a consultant too, you know, and it just helping people because I did that in the ER, and it's like a new way of just helping people, fostering the relationships within the community. And yeah, of course, I get to try the new releases and smell the new things before they come out. That's always great.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's about community.
What are you saying,
Now,
Joe?
do you think that like with these younger kids, I mean, because I go to, different niche, perfumeries, and I do see, younger kids in there, but I'm just like, in my opinion, I just think maybe it's the fragrance community of TikTok that's driving these
Mhm.
young kids. I don't think that they really understand, oh, well, I love the saffron and I love this. No, I just think it's more, okay, this shit's hot on TikTok. So I'm just going to go in here and buy this because it's hot on TikTok. And I'm just going to start rambling off shit that I hear on TikTok and don't understand not a fucking note of what they're talking about.
Oh, there are some, but then when, again, and I mean, a lot of regular people do that now. The adults do it too at times. They start rambling, and you're like, you're like,
Oh, I love the geranium in here. You're
nah,
like, ma'am, that's Jasmine.
nah, like, I love this amouage. You know what I'm saying? This amouage it's like, hey, amouage, what are you talking about? But the kids, when it comes to the kids, again, like certain ones, to a degree, you're right, start just rambling off stuff. But the ones that I've actually come encounter with, they're like, oh yeah, this has that saffron that's like in Montier Premier and in Baccarat. It comes off sweet, spicy, but it's almost like I'm talking to them, but they're talking to me about it. I'm like, oh, okay. No, like, okay, you do know a little bit of something. You know something. Whether it's that you've heard it, from like 15 different people, but you talk a good game. And
Talk a good game.
listen,
You're wrong, but you talk a good game. It was good effort.
well,
Yeah, man, that's
yeah,
crazy, bro. That's crazy.
crazy.
I mean, when I was 12, 13 years old, man, I was wearing Samba and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't nowhere near what this fragrance game is today. Number one, I mean, the fragrances just weren't what they are today. But even back then, even when there were, more expensive fragrances, like that just wasn't what I was wearing. You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
it's crazy that these kids now, man, they are out here buying Rosias and, what I'm saying, fragrance Dubois, and they out here, spending, $400 or $500 on a bottle
Man,
like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, well, damn, it's kind of allowance y'all got going on. I mean, it wasn't popping like that for me, when I was a kid. They get money out here in these streets, man.
but they ain't cutting grass. They ain't cutting grass like we used to.
Nah,
They
those
getting that
days are over. Those
No,
days are over, man.
that little 20 a week that I used to earn at that age was hard work. Hard.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
I ain't mad at it though. Hey, okay, come back next week for your next road. Something else. Let's go. You know what I
Hey,
mean? Yeah.
hey, your other musketeer said, man, since you've been behind the counter, he alluded to you over there handing out your number and just as much as you handed out new frags, man.
A little bit.
He say Joe's a ladies' man, so you love that attention when the women come in there and ask, so what's new?
It helps,
It
but
helps.
I still, yeah, I'm a Capricorn. Another thing, fun fact about me, those who are into astrology. So I'm always working business first. Um, I'm always looking to close the sale. I could be like, oh, you're really cute. Here's a sample. And they're like, oh, can I get the bottle? And I'm like, no, unless you buy it. But sorry. It business first for me, always. And especially because I actually care about my job. I'm like, no. I'm sorry. Yeah, yes, you are amazing. I love your new dress. Looks great. Here, you could wear this sample. Do you have a discount? Unless the store.
Oh, those type of. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you gotta let them go.
Nope.
Gotta let them keep going. Them Arabian Oud or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Ross.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They got some good ones. They got some good ones.
Uh,
Hey, let me ask you this, man. So you've been in the space and you've been making moves, Joe. Don't hey everybody who's listening, don't let that 4,000 subscriber fool you. Every time I look up, it's something in New York, and there's always something in New York. Always something in New York. Look, you can find Joe there. All right, you can find Joe. If he ain't in the first two pictures, he's in the third or the fourth on IG, guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? And man, Joe, hey, look, I see you out there. You go to these events, but I gotta ask this for the year of 2024, brother. See, you've been at several. What has been your what have been your three biggest events? Your two or three favorite events? Let's ask that.
2 to 3 favorite events.
And you got to tell us why too, because I know some of them will treat you, some of them will feed you, some of them will, you know. Go ahead and tell us.
I'm gonna do it with fragrance.
All right.
Iomi Deified, Milan, Exxon, this year, March 2024.
All right.
Preview party. Not everyone was invited. I was because of course, shouts to job perks, but also shouts on people. But this fragrance I held in my hand then. It was going to be released, and it is now released. It's in my hand. And so yeah, being in Milan for the first time, that meant everything. Plus, of course, Zerjov, one of my favorite brands. So there you go. Next will be my most recent event. It's going to be the Goldfield and Banks Mystic Bliss launch. Mainly because the event, number one, absolutely amazing food. It was in Catch, New York City, which is a restaurant that like Drake has been to, a lot of celebrities go to have like all you could eat and drink experience, try an amazing fragrance, and be around amazing people. They flew in people from all over, Toronto, LA, Texas. Like they flew in people for this, and a lot of those
Diddy
people,
about to go to jail for that shit, man. Can't be flying in people no more, bro.
hey, listen,
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just like, hey, as long as they weren't flying them in with body oils or
Hey man, you can't be flying in people no more, man. You gotta watch that now, bro.
Brown sugar babe, she gotta be careful up there.
to be fair, that was right before that started to like be a stock trend. But yes, you are absolutely right. But yeah, to be around my friends just meant absolutely everything to me. And again, people I grew up with, people I got close with. And last but not least, we are going to talk about a brand that some of y'all may know. It is Ex Nihilo. And this one was Shanghai Express, their latest release, prior to Speed Legends being or worldwide release. This was their actual release. And I got a chance to meet the founder, but also too, I got a chance to bring some people that are close to me within the community. There's a woman by the name of Xstraight.inspired on Instagram that takes some amazing conceptual photos. And if you're not following her, you absolutely need to check her stuff out. Firework. And another guy named Sincere Scent, New Jersey, or NJ, Vladimir. Both of those I took with me, and it was just like a very intimate but cool time. We met the founders, we met like the heads, had champagne, had mimosas, chilled, talked fragrance. Got a chance for them to experience everything. It was in Bergdorf. It wasn't even like a crazy type of event. And so doing something like that too. It's not just always about the glitz and glamour. There's that too. And one honorable mention would be the Zerjoff part
Purple gold.
top with loss of Pippin.
Okay. Wait, who?
Loss of Pippin.
Oh, Lord.
So Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, but
Yeah.
also family members. Well, not family, fragrance family.
Gotcha.
On top New York City, Zerjoff again. So
All right.
that was some of it.
Let me ask you this. Let me go ahead and ask you a question that Miss Heather also. She wanted to know if you could predict maybe a new trend or two that's on the horizon. Something that you see kind of leaning your way from the niche realm, or the select designer realm.
Select design. A lot of people are actually trying to be bold again, which is good. Not everyone's trying to do blue fragrance anymore. I just tried the new Hugo Boss. Absolutely, it's a nice patchouli fragrance. Seems like people are trying to be bold again with your fragrance, so we'll see if that's going to be something that sticks. I know Versace Energy or whatever it's called is the opposite of that, but a lot of fragrances seem to be going bolder. I know a lot of people like the season seems to be rose. Everyone dropped the rose for the fall. Everyone did tuberose during the summer. Everyone's dropping rose fragrance in the fall. And we'll see because there's actually an event going on right now as we speak in France, Cannes, and I'm not there this year. I'm here, so because I had work and stuff, some events here that I wanted to stay behind for, but I'll find out very soon. There's some things that I do know already, but I can't discuss them just yet, unfortunately, because again, I care about my job. So,
All right, that's a bet, man. That's all right. Hey, appreciate that little bit of insight, man. Appreciate that. All right, now, hey, gotta ask you this, man. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and cut away from the scents for a second. Jay, I don't know. Do you follow Joe on IG a lot? Because I be heckling Joe.
Yeah, I follow him on IG, man, but I don't, scroll a whole lot on IG, but
I know.
what I mean?
Got you. Well, if y'all haven't noticed, Joe has now become not just a advocate for a fragrance use, but also for the gym. Yes. Joe, what happened, man? You know what I mean? Like, I know you've always somewhat gone to the gym, but recently, over the past few years, I say years, past few months, I want to say about 4 months, I've been seeing a lot of, hey, I'm up, I'm walking to the gym, you know what I'm saying? I got to ask, because me personally, I wasn't seeing it as consistently as you're doing it now. Mm-hmm. What led to that? What happened? Did anything happen, or was it just an epiphany, or what?
So to do that, this tattoo right here with the flames on it is to I got this in 2019 because I had finally decided in 2018 I was going to start exercise, like actually weight train exercise. I never did it in my life. And I was going to like actually really weight train exercise to drop weight. I weighed 175 pounds. I now weigh 140. So at my heaviest, I was almost 180, 175, 176, whatever. But I decided to like actually drop the weight and keep it off. And it became a thing that I ended up being sponsored by a protein company called My Protein. They're mainly based in the UK, but they have a US. Okay. And I was like a pseudo lifestyle gym goer where they were giving me the protein and everything. And it's actually very good quality protein. If you look them up, they're like top 5 in the certain things when it comes to whey protein. But it became an actual lifestyle change for me. And then the pandemic happened. 2 years of me doing it. Now, like, I can't go to a gym. I can't what? Like, what do you mean? Like, I literally just changed my whole life for the better, and now you're telling me I can't do this. And in the middle of that, I ended up sustaining 2 shoulder rotator tears, and on the second one, it was a rotator and labrum tear. With 18 months between 2020 and 2023, I required 2 surgeries. And so finally coming out of it, I got healthy again. I'm like, let's go, get back to it. It's almost 5 years later, but it's never too late to get back on the horse.
Right.
It's hard. It's a lot harder than what I thought.
When you stop.
14 pull-ups again, like I used to be, 14 in a row, and we're slowly getting back at it. But I still remembered like my old habits to like, not eat as heavy, not eat as late. I do a modified keto diet, so it's less carbs throughout the week. One day in the week, I'll like eat a carb heavy meal, but otherwise, like I'm eating like protein and vegetable or just protein. I'm not
clean.
Yeah, I'm not really doing breads. I've never been bread, right? But it, high protein, lots of protein. And if I'm doing like carb substitution, it's with peanut butter, avocado, olive oil. That's kind of
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've noticed the change. I had to bring it up because I noticed the change. I noticed consistency and whatnot. I heckle you quite often. Like, what you got today? You say you going to the gym. What you working on? Is it leg day or is it just walk to the gym day?
Exactly.
But gotta see. But hey, that's good, man. I'm always behind anybody. Well, pause. All right, I'm not behind anybody.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. All right, but I'm always for or in favor of people getting into shape, whatever shape it is that you want to be in. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's losing weight, picking up weight, I'm always for it. All right, so that's a good thing. I had to ask about that. Now we're coming into the end of this. All right, and got a few personal questions that we want to get to before we let you go. You know what I'm saying? Or Jay, do you have anything? You got a question or not?
Nah, man. I mean, you've pretty much, covered a lot of the things, man. And, bro, I'm running on fumes right now, man. So, my brain is on a whole nother level of shit right now, man.
Yeah, but, hey, it's all good, man. Hey, look, real talk. I'm just glad you made it. You carried me on that one. You carried me on that. Remember that night with your friend that did the lifting and whatnot?
Facts.
I was out of there.
Man.
Yeah. I woke up an hour before the stream. So, hey, look, I was on there like this, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, I really wish that we would have had the fragrances, when we, so that way we could have really discussed the fragrance because, I would have loved to have given a live first impression of what I thought on it. And, everybody knows I'm not going to cap. I'm not going to lie. My face is going to always tell the story when it's the first impression. You know what I'm saying? So if it's something that I'm going to think is ass and cheeks and everything else, bro, you're going to see it on my face that it's like, nah, that ain't it. But
this would be a great experience too, because I don't even know too many sweet fragrances, like sweet fragrances that Jay has ever had, Joe. This would have been a good chance to see because look.
Yeah, because it's a lot of fruits and sweetness and everything going on, man. And that's usually not my jam, but I'm willing to try it out, man, and explore it and see if what people are saying about it is real. You know what I'm saying? Because I've heard some really good things about it, so I'm really excited to try it out.
Sure,
absolutely, we'll have to make it happen. And of course, that just means I had to have a reason to come back. Of
course, man. Look, we were planning on doing something with the three amigos anyway. Eventually, we're gonna get y'all back in here in full because I think last time we only had y'all at the end of the show. So
yeah,
definitely wanted to have a discussion with y'all because y'all go into the lane of things similar to what we are, but similar to what we do, but y'all do it on a more broad spectrum. From low level to high level, everything. You know what I mean? And so it's always good to get other people's insight that are out and about in different realms of fragrance. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Because we don't have the time. As you can see, my man's been working late. Trust me, there are days when I'm waking up late. It's crazy hours for us when we do come on the live, man. So it's always good to touch base with. That's why I tune into y'all's lives, because those are some of the most helpful times to find out what's going on in the other side of fragrances. On niche, indie niche, designer, whatever level. That's why we honestly, because even Jay being there, but that's why we try and tune in, man, because even if it's just 15 to 20 minutes, that's more than what we were getting beforehand.
Hey, if you're to 20 seconds, we'd be great.
Hey,
so, listen, I appreciate any amount.
No, hey, we appreciate y'all putting forth the effort into content. It's true. It is good. It is needed. But let's go ahead and get to this real quick. All right. So Joe, all right. Personal questions here. All right.
Okay.
What's your favorite season for fragrances, and what are your three favorite notes for that season?
Favorite season for fragrance is absolutely gotta be the fall, and favorite notes regarding that is going to be tonka bean, amber, saffron.
Wait. Tonka bean, amber, and what?
Saffron.
And saffron. Okay. Hey, we were almost right here. Now I will be honest with you. Sometimes I substitute tonka bean for cinnamon.
Okay.
Or no. Let me take that back. I'm sorry. I substitute saffron for cinnamon. Tonka bean and amber are definites. I mean, if you, for my choices of fragrances for R&B scents and sounds, Jay, tonka bean and amber are in everything.
Absolutely, they gotta be.
That's what's up, man. And so, in that, what are your top three fragrances?
Ooh, that's so. I mentioned one
because it's that time, Joe. So people need recommendations now.
So Amber Oud from Roja.
Okay, that's one.
Absolutely gotta be there. Then, if you know me, OG channel heads will know it was Killian's Back to Black.
Oh, I got that. I love it.
That's OG baby right there. Love that one.
Fellow Killian appreciator. Love it.
And last but not least, I don't know what the fragrance is. Box. Dior Homme Intense.
Okay, I can see that. That's an easy reach. It's an easy reach, especially for that time.
Dior Homme Intense is the best in the line, man.
Yeah. I have to admit that too. I was a parfum lover, but I did grow to love that tonka bean and that gourmandish feel to the intense. Yeah, I have to second that emotion at this time, Jay, for sure. But let me ask you this real quick too. For a person that's getting started into collecting, whether they've just started or whether they're trying to get themselves or someone else started, how would you recommend people start and finish their journey now, as opposed to what you were? How would you recommend that they start their journey and finish, and work towards a finishing thing according to the levels of perfumery?
Definitely, I'd say no matter what sample, which sample or tune into the people who actually buy the fragrances, like you all, or like, us. Just in general. And that's not a plug for us, but I'm saying that because we're doing the blind buying, at least Rick and I for sure, are doing a lot of blind buying on our end, mitigate a lot of your potential areas. Oh, they don't like it, I don't like it. But that's why you sample on your end, so this way you can trial and error avoid a lot of situations. Go to the stores. That I mentioned it. A lot of sales associates get mad because they're like, buy something. Me, I'm just like, hey, just come. Try it. I don't care. My home is your home. By all means, try whatever. I'm not going to throw a card at you because I don't know what you like yet. Just come, try the stores, and If you're nice enough about it, you may walk away with a sample or two anyways from me. So please just try. I want to try. When I work, I don't do returns, not because it's a policy, but because I make sure that that's something that you want before you buy it. I go through all the check marks in your own head. By did you smell it? Did you wear it? Did you try it for a prolonged time? All right, this is something I'll like before I commit, even if it's not my own brand. I was doing that last year when I was, selling for a store.
Gotcha.
That's sample and just try in person. Do not blind buy, please. And again, I work in retail. I love a sale, but the sale does me no good if you return it the next day. I want you to actually appreciate it and enjoy what you're walking out with.
Well, let me ask you this, Joe. What about the levels, like from what they would say the renditions, or I think Fat Boy Finesse calls them remixes. So renditions or remixes, designer to niche to indie niche. What would you recommend they start out for, both when considering both budget and experience and probably enjoyment?
You got to start designer. You have to. Even though I'm more prominently niche side, again, he's saying like, oh, jump into niche. No, you're not. Especially if you're just starting, you learn what things are. I didn't know what cinnamon was until I started wearing 1 million. I didn't know what lavender was until I started wearing Gucci Guilty. I mean, I knew what it was in actual form, but for fragrance, even though it wasn't the best quality, I still found out. So this way, then, you got to crawl before you walk. When you drove for the first time, you weren't given a, Maserati at just six.
Right.
Oh, nah, you were given a hoopty, or like, here is this Mitsubishi or something like very simple. Like if you dent it, if you ding it, it's fine. Take this Honda, have a blast, knock it into some walls for a second. Understand?
Don't tell them to knock it into some walls.
Listen.
First of all, hey, cool. Second of all, that's crazy, because I tell you what, insurance is crazy nowadays. Insurance is crazy.
It is, but insurance is crazy. But you'd rather have insurance have to pay it on a Mitsubishi than a Maserati, and you'd rather have a blind buy on a $60 to $120 designer than a $800 niche.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm not calling you a lie at all, man. So it's no, you have a point. It's tell them to go ahead and knock it into walls is crazy though.
I mean, yeah, just saying it's gonna happen. I'd rather it happen
No,
smaller price than.
yeah, man. No, but that's what's up, man. All right. And last but not least, Joe, before
Yes.
we let you go, because the chat and a little bit of me, we have all noticed that tequila is starting to take true form in you right now. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to power up like Dragon Ball Z over there,
Mm-hmm.
1,000.
1,000.
All right, let's go ahead and ask this, man. Hey, what advice do you have for incoming reviewers and fragrance connoisseurs? Outside of the, sample, we got all that, but
Do it. Just do it. So it's funny. I just finished coming off of a conversation from someone in Cannes, but they just kind of started their content. I met them in Milan, kind of talked to them a lot. I don't want to say took them under my wing, but did take them under my wing, kind of certain things to where they're thriving right now. But there's still those moments where it's like, oh, should I do this? Should I talk to this person? Oh, should I go to this event? just do it. Even if, okay, well, I don't like this particular brand. Yeah, but you like the people that are attending. You want to have a good time, build your network, get to know people, and appreciate. Just do it. Everything. Should I do this video today? Yes. Should I try this fragrance? Yes. Should I attend this thing? If you can, and it's not like any financial burden on you, yes. Just
Wait, Joe, repeat that last part again.
if it's not a financial burden, just do it, because you'd much rather like to say, well, I did it, and either I enjoyed it and this worked out for me, or I did it, I know what it's like, and it's not my scene.
All right. And one more time for the co-hosts in the back, can you repeat that, please?
If it's not a financial burden, just do it. Like, baby.
Go to those things, man. I missed one though, Jay. Hey, I have to take blame. I missed the one in Dallas. Look, and I got the little heads up, and I missed the one with Christian, the Argos Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
I missed that, man.
Hey man, I ain't gonna miss another one, man. So if the next one that comes around, man, pause. I'll make sure that I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I'll make sure I'm there. I'm not gonna cancel even if we have a live stream going on, bro. I'm just gonna be there, and maybe I'll tap in from now on the live stream and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
I already know. Let's go. We got to get around. Like Tupac.
Got to get y'all to Sun Explore too. That's at least the one that's most closest attainable out of a bunch of these. That's a great experience in itself, and just meeting the people. Like, yes, the brand, all of that, fantastic, of course, but to meet the actual people, and people who also watch your channel, not just yours, but just in general, people that content are like, oh my god, on this person's channel or that person. It's a great experience to chill and.
All right.
It is. You need to have some coffee with you that entire day. Have some good sneakers on, but it's a good experience, and just the energy, the people, the whole thing. It's why we do this, right? Like, we ain't in it for the money. We're in it to connect and build and be around passion and people.
All right. Well, that's a bet, man. Well, hey, Joe, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up at this point, man. Hey, look, I'm going to call you. All right. I'm going to call you after this. I'm not going to have you keep waiting in the background. I'll hit you because I know Jason's going. We're going to go ahead and let the missus tuck Jason in the way he's looking.
Hey, man, bro.
I get it.
I'm struggling right now, man. I'm struggling, dog. But hey, man,
Thank you both.
I gotta do what I gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do what I gotta do, bro.
Hey, look, you were here, and that's what mattered the most. So
man. So when we get you back on, Joe, and we got those fragrances, man, I promise you, bro, my energy level is gonna be it's gonna be up there, bro. Tonight is just, bro, it's just crazy tonight, man.
I get it. You showed up as to me, and shout outs to the chat. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all both for having me, and I'll catch y'all soon.
Already.
Yes,
I'll hit you up, Joe. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Next time. All right. Well, y'all, hey.
Sway, for real, like, yeah, for real. I'm just here on camera, just sitting here like what are we doing right now, man?
Bleep, bleep, bleep. That's all, folks. Hey, we getting out on this one, man. Hey, for real. Look, y'all. Hey, look, it's been a great night. We're so thankful for being able to have UnAverage Joe on, man. Great guy.
Yeah,
great
man,
content,
he is, bro.
Great channel. Go check him out. Seriously.
Right.
Especially when he's with the other two amigos, man. The three amigos are probably one of my favorite Friday. I think it's Friday night, right? Friday night live on Instagram. Man, they are always talking about some new houses, some new people, new fragrances, and they're usually indie niche. I mean, him, Rico, and Josh, I enjoy watching them for as long as I can. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I said, that ADHD kicks in, and I'm just like, okay, I'm done.
Hey
But
man, it's all good, man. You know. So I
but
say
yeah,
good night and make sure you change your smoke detector batteries, man. Fuck them batteries. If your batteries are out and you don't want
it
to
ain't
change the
mine.
shit, let them keep beeping. You feel me?
I'm about to say it ain't mine, baby. Hey.
Let them shits keep beeping if you want them to beep, man. Shit, it
Yo,
don't.
hey,
Hey man, look,
hey,
man, look.
look, what was it that Kevin Samuels said? When you hear the smoke detector and so it lets you know that they ain't got no man. I'm like, it ain't mine.
Well, I hope you ain't got no man, dog.
That's all I was about to say because I
But
sure
if
ain't.
you do, man, ain't no judgment from me, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey, no. Speaking of man, the girl was out of control earlier, talking about some daddy's home or whatever the hell she put in there. I was like, Miss Heather,
Hey, bro, I'm just saying, man. You know.
and Shim gonna second that. Let me get my. Oh no, I forgot. I took my wrench from Shim, so we good.
You damn, you sure did, bro. Man, get man, that's wild, man. Get Skim Little Rich back, bro. That's crazy work
Hey,
right there, man.
payback is a mother.
Get him a wrench back, man.
Let me see. Let me work things out. All right. I
That's
gotta go to
crazy, bro.
gotta go to HR. Oh
That's
man.
crazy, man.
But no,
But
but
yo, for real,
yeah,
tonight I appreciate you holding things down in my absence, Jim. For real, man. Just these honestly, man, this last shit probably 7 days, man. It's just been a blur for me, man. Like shit, it's just been crazy, bro. Crazy for the last 7 days, man. It ain't gonna slow down anytime soon, but it's all good, man. You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep your
yeah.
candles lit. So that's why
No,
we do what we do for a living, man, to take care of what we need to take care of and support this crazy, expensive ass habit that we got called fragrances. So it is what it is, man.
brother, you already know, man. But yeah, man. But like I said, bro, it's always a blessing being able to get in here and do this with you. You know what I'm saying? Um, like I said, sorry, it's been a long week. It's been a long week for me too. Just a heads up, we gotta talk because we might have to switch it from Friday to Thursday. Might have to do some Thursday evening. Has something come up. I'll tell you afterwards, but
We'll chop it up offline. So
for sure.
yeah,
But
man.
yeah, hey, thank y'all for coming out again, man. Look. As always, we definitely appreciate y'all for coming in and enjoying the conversation, supporting our guy UnAverage Joe. You know what I'm saying, and for just being the stupendous, spectacular, marvelous people that you simply are in the trap. We definitely appreciate it. And again, we thank you for being here with us because you could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here with us, and for that we are truly, truly appreciative.
Did you see this craziness that Spence talking about, bro?
I am trying to do this. I definitely missed it. What did he say?
And man said, worst come to worst, pro tip, sell the cheeks at the bingo home. They pay well.
Uh,
Oh man, Spence,
yeah,
bro.
it's been one of those days, one of those weeks, huh?
Bro, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. What up, Danielle? What up to everybody? I haven't said what's up to nobody since I've been on, but what's up, everybody? I appreciate y'all. Yeah, this is a side that y'all probably ain't ever seen. Me being this goddamn sleepy and tired, but bro, this is crazy. This shit is crazy work today.
It's all good, baby. Look, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Go ahead and because I never get it right. We going on 6 months and I still can't get that.
Yeah, man. I don't even have a drink in my hand. For real. Like I literally jumped from the car, dress shirt off, grab the hat, threw this on, bro, because I haven't shaved, haven't done nothing, bro. So I'm not about to sit up here and look totally crazy on camera. So
It's all good, baby.
yeah, man. So there is no drink in my hand. But you know, as always, James, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that took their time out tonight to watch, tune in. Everybody on the playback, you know, definitely appreciate y'all. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, y'all. And you know what I'm saying? It's free. It don't cost shit for y'all, you know, to subscribe, man, and you know, show some love. So, you know, if you find what we do entertaining, if you find it worthwhile, you know, subscribe. If you don't, then you know what, don't subscribe, and it's all love at the same time.
Yeah.
So James, my guy, appreciate you for everything, dude. You know, sips and sniffs ain't sips and sniffs without you. So,
It's
you
all
know,
good, baby.
appreciate you, my dude. And, you know, as always, man, may every sip be a sip of inspiration and let every sniff lead to a new discovery. And I'm about to discover my ass to the shower and to the bed. So I appreciate y'all for everything. And peace out, y'all. Good night.
Next time. All right, y'all. Holla.